I am so excited and looking forward to celebrating Black History Month. But over the years, young people and some adults too have asked, why do we keep celebrating Black History Month and repeating the same names over and over again? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth. Well, I'll come back to that. But first, in today's presentation, I will mention the middle passage, and I want everybody to know what that is because you're not going to find it in the history books. Now, the middle passage not only was the ocean voyage from Africa to North and South America and the West Indies, but it also was a horrifying experience of human beings packed in the hull of a ship like sardines in a can and deprived of air, food, water, clothing, and movement. Thousands suffocated, and thousands more jumped overboard just to escape such inhumane treatment. So, to get back to the question now, why do we celebrate Black history? We do it so we can tell our story. Because if we don't, who's going to tell the children about the incredible inventions and all the many contributions that we have made to science, math, astrophysics, space, heart transplant, blood transfusion, traffic lights, and so on, and so on? You see, we've been left out of the history books. And instead, we were taught his story, facts, and dates for so long that we not only believe the lies, but they do too. So the second reason we have to continue celebrating Black history is to tell our children the truth. Our ancestors were free, autonomous, self-governing people who were kidnapped and enslaved. Their bodies were shackled with chains, and their minds were warped into believing they were of no value except for labor. And only 3/5 of a human being. That's in the Constitution. Our forefathers did not migrate here. They were not immigrants. They were kidnapped and sold to the highest bidder. Thirdly, our children need to know that we descended from a nation of people. People steeped in biology, chemistry, algebra, science, and sociology. We need to know, and we need never to forget the names of the people who sacrificed their lives, blood, sweat, and tears to get us where we are today. If we stop, future generations will become easy prey to miseducation. And then finally, we must never, ever stop celebrating Black history until we know who we are. A little pre-K student said to me when I was teaching them to count in Swahili, "Black people don't have no language." I said, "Yes, we do." So we have got to know who we are. And not only should we know who we are, if you don't know your history, you are prone to repeat it. And never, ever again another middle passage. Never another middle passage. So not only do we need to know who we are, but we need to know to whom we belong. In the 14th verse of the 139th Psalm, David said, "I will praise thee, O Lord, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and this my soul knoweth quite well. From the moment of conception, from infancy to childhood, from teen years to adult, from the moment we were formed in our mother's womb, we became Black history in the making. And wherever we go, we leave an indelible footprint that only God and time can erase. And so, the title of the poem today is Black History in the Making. I am Black history in the making. I'm a facet of what you see. I am the bone, sinew, and marrow of the people who fathered me. I am hope and dreams and aspirations, ideas and things untold. I am the futuristic tomorrow at the brink of life, poised and bold. I am the child. I'm sight, sense, and brain power with boundless energy unfurled. I am love, truth, and honesty just waiting to conquer the world. But I'm tossed and torn by adversity and tempted by the sensual sexual life. I'm worn, weary, and burdened by responsibility, authority, and strife. I can see the brightness of my future. What I will be is within my hands. But the drugs, crime, and violence make it difficult for a teenager to stand. I am the teenager. Cussing, fussing, fighting, biting, stabbing, trying to find a way out of this maze of confusion, fasting and praying every day. I too am Black history in the making, and looking back over the wrong, it was by faith and trust in God that my faltering steps were made strong, that I learned how to say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive the mistakes. Please forgive the names I called you, for I now have a new mandate. I will take all of my yesterdays and own each day of my past and move with strength and courage so that this present time will last long enough to cement my future into pages of skill and mirth, into a person of valuable experience, of integrity, honor, and worth. Yes, I'm Black history in the making, and my yesterday was my today. When tomorrow makes its dawning, what will the voices have to say? I am the adult. Will there be a fond remembrance, accolades of fame and glory? What will be within the annals of time, marking his, hers, and your story? Ponder long and wise the question, for none can stop the escalation of time. And this poem was not for entertainment, nor amusement, or a simple rhyme. Because you see, you are, I am, we all are, from the moment of conception, Black history in the making. Asante. Asante sana.